All right, welcome back to World History 2. We're going to go to Unit 8. We're going to talk about the Congress of Vienna. So, after Napoleon was unsuccessful in unifying Europe under French domination, he did have a lot of it. Thankfully, the British, the Swedish, the Russians, and also small revolutions around these other countries, and eventually the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon is going to be taken down for a second time. And when he is, he's going to be put on an island in which he's not able to escape. So he's going to die there, most likely of stomach cancer, is what is thought to have happened. But when as Napoleon spreads and gets rid of these monarchs, nationalism and revolution spread with Napoleon. And that's going to really change the world. And the Enlightenment follows Napoleon's army. So there's a big shift from absolute monarchs to constitutional monarchies or even some more radical democracies in Europe. So after this, Austria is going to lead a coalition known as the Congress of Vienna, in which everyone meets. A Congress is like a congregation; they all get together and they meet. And the Congress of Vienna just tries to decide some things. It's led by Prince von Metternich, and they try to do a balance of power doctrine. So they try to meet and decide that we should limit everybody's army to an equal number. Countries should have allies that make them about equal. Countries should be allied with each other. We should restore monarchies. So all those kings and queens that Napoleon displaced and took out, they should come back from exile and they should be the ruler again. And it's going to create a new political map with these modern borders. Not perfectly modern because we still have World War One and World War Two. That's going to kind of change and shift some borders. But for the most part, it's going to create Europe in a way that it's familiar enough that you can recognize it. Okay, it's not as simple as a Holy Roman Empire or complicated as a Holy Roman Empire. You're also going to get two new political philosophies. One's from John Locke, which is liberalism. Today, you guys might think of politics, Democrats, and Republicans, but those do not mean that. For example, conservatives used to be more liberal and Democrats used to be more conservative. Liberal just means you want to change something. Liberal means you don't like how it currently is. You want change, you want progress, okay? If you look at modern politics today, Democrats want to change things. I'm not saying if anybody's right or wrong. I'm just saying they want to change what's already there. Conservative means traditional. So traditionalists, they want to keep things the way they are. They say it's always okay. It's how it always has been, and it works. So modern Republicans in the United States would be more of a member of this politics today. John Locke is a liberal. He wants to install democracy. So liberalism is the idea of bringing democracy and power of the people into these countries. Conservatives say let's restore monarchies and keep it the way it always has. It always worked. Let's not mess with that. Napoleon's Napoleonic Code will also be a big issue or a big factor in bringing democracy. You give democratic rights to the people. I mean, he is an emperor, but he still gives a lot of democratic rights for local and larger elections, as well as women's rights. So he's going to expand and become very popular, and these ideas are going to stay in these countries as he goes. Slavery is going to become illegal in the UK and some other parts of Europe. So slavery is going to be unpopular due to the Enlightenment, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, right, for the United States, even though that doesn't happen. We also have some unsuccessful revolutions in Germany and Italy, Austria in 1848, in which countries try to revolutionize and become independent beings, and they're going to fail. Their monarchies are going to put this down, and other countries are going to come in and help their monarch armies win versus these revolutionaries because they're afraid of democracy or having neighbors that don't agree with them. The two big factors is going to be Germany or the Holy Roman Empire. Let's look at the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire is going to go from something complex as this. You see all these different princes and statehoods, Saxony, Grand Duchess of whatever, Prussia. You have all that, and we're going to turn that into two nations. We're going to have Italy, and we're going to have Germany. So with that, we go to Germany, or let's go to Italy. Italy is going to be broken into multiple little countries. You have Sicily, Sardinia, all of these little nations. Up north here, Count Cavour, and I'll show you Count Cavour, is going to unify through politics. Count Cavour is more of a European, right? He acts like a European. He looks like a European. You look at pictures of him, he's even dressed like a European. He's got this traditional suit and tie. He looks just like a regular European, and he's going to unify through politics and nationalism northern Italy. Now, in southern Italy, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to have Giuseppe. Giuseppe Garibaldi is going to unify southern Italy, and you can tell he is more of a traditional Italian, and that's where nationalism kind of comes into place for him. Is there's so many different ways an Italian can look. So Count Cavour to this guy's radically different. He's wearing more traditional Italian dress, and he looks very different. But the idea is Italians are people that speak Italian. For the most part, they're Catholic. They agree with their government. They want to have a unified, all the people of Italian descent, or maybe even they kind of have like a Roman ideology. They want to bring back a sense of Roman. And then finally, in the middle of the map here, the little dot here, the Papal States, which is where the Pope lives, Rome, is going to join lastly after the North and South get to the middle. So he really doesn't have a choice. He doesn't want to unify, but it kind of is the last little bit of the Pope's power. Germany's going to be a similar situation. You're going to have Otto von Bismarck. He's going to lead the most powerful part of Germany, which is Prussia. And he appeals to nationalist feelings. I'm a German. Just because you're from Saxony doesn't mean you're not a German. Why are us Germans not together? Austria, you're Germans. You speak German. You're Germanic people. And he's going to appeal to that nationalist feeling that we all should be together. We're stronger together. And they're going to rapidly industrialize. He's going to use a little bit of politics known as realpolitik. And it just means take power at any means and keep it at any means. To achieve it and hold it is important. So he's a Machiavellian. Take power no matter what. Keep power no matter what. It doesn't matter if who you have to kill, what you have to do. Get that power. And what really brings that nationalism of Germany together is the Franco-Prussian War of 1871. So all these little German states that haven't yet unified, Prussia's going to lead with Austria, and they're going to form a big coalition, and they're going to invade. And within a year, they're going to take a lot of land here from the French, and that's the Franco-Prussian War. And it's going to be very successful, and the people feel very much prideful. They do not like the French. The French just came through and dominated them in wars. So they said, we're stronger together. You know what we can do? We can take the French if we work together. And that's going to unify Germany very, very successfully. Okay, that finishes Unit 8. I'll see you guys in Unit 9.